Welcome, everyone, to episode 93 of the COD Casuals. We're your host, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
How you doing, Mike?
Good.
Dude,
we're trying to switch up our intro here.
Yeah,
so
change it up a little
So
bit.
instead of saying welcome, copying one of our favorite eavesdrop podcasts, we're just going to keep it to one welcome.
Yeah.
But I'm doing great, man.
Good.
We're doing it on a different day here.
Yeah.
It's 3, almost 4 o'clock. The sun's still out.
Yeah.
Thank God. It's on my face a little bit. I ain't going to
Don't wait.
complain. No, I love it. Don't even trip. I love it. Get a little bit of sun here coming on us. Which is good.
Dude,
We'll fix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But otherwise, man, been chilling. It's Saturday. We're hanging. Gonna be grinding out more COD. And Thanksgiving's around the corner.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked about that, bro. I love Thanksgiving, dude.
For the people that are listening and watching the video, I'm gonna fix this here.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing this live.
Keep a little bit alive. Why not? Improvising.
Exactly. It looks different.
Yeah, I know, right? Thank God, dude. I can go and actually use my hands now.
Yeah, we got mic stands.
Yeah, dude, the slight upgrade. This is like if you're playing like what was it, Skyrim or like any of those games, and you have like your like equipment level and then +1.
Yeah,
like Fallout 70. Like any of the Fallout games, you're like overall +1.
No, yeah, literally.
the stats are going.
We got our
up.
hands free.
Yeah, I know. Thank God.
We can use our hands for animations.
Yeah, so we get like the inner Italian.
Yeah,
I have no Italian background, but if I needed to, I'm using my hands all the time. We could. But yeah, we're just we're excited because the new season is finally out, and then again, Thanksgiving's coming around, so we've got some time off. Gonna be playing big time. Gonna be playing stuff to the brim with food, bro.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
I'm sure a lot of people, they got a lot of time off coming up. Episodes aren't gonna stop. We're gonna keep rolling them out.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
But yeah, we want to take this episode and talk about Season 1 release, Warzone 2 release, and DMZ. We played it for like about a week so far. By the time you guys listen to this, it'll be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I guess we've done both multiplayer, obviously,
of course,
and we've done Warzone. Surprisingly.
Yes, yeah, right,
that's
bro.
a big...
We have to say 100%. We can't lie. We have played Warzone. We've played more than one game of Warzone.
We played more than we normally do. A lot more.
Yeah, bro. I think we've played more Warzone this time than we did the entire Vanguard season.
Yeah, probably.
Because I think we played one game.
Yeah.
Just to say that we played it for the sake of doing it.
So we can start off with the Warzone first, just because it's fresh.
Right. So we'll start with the sad news about Warzone is that we're still doubleless.
Yeah, we haven't won anything.
Yeah, we ain't gonna lie, bro. We've played 4 games and we've won every single one of them. No, we haven't.
No, yeah, because it's just different, right? Well, we don't know the map. Obviously, we're just landing in random spots, trying to figure out like what the best place is. We don't even know what the meta is either.
No, I have no idea. I mean, like when we do our loadouts and stuff, like I'm just doing the whatever it is that not the AR MP5. I think it's the battle rifle MP5. Is it?
Oh, the Lockman.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. It's not the battle rifle. It is the AR version of the MP5.
The Lockman.
Yeah. That way. I think that's the 7.62.
Yeah.
That, and then I throw on a sub as well. I think I'm doing the Kastov 74U.
Yeah.
And just rocking those. But I mean, dude, we drop in and then you just pick up random guns and just having fun doing that. Like, we're not super serious about it.
Yeah, like we're trying to go for the win, but it's funny because when we land, like you can tell we're uncomfortable.
Oh yeah,
slightly, like because we're so used to get in the mix.
Yeah.
Get in the mix, and there are times where most of the time, like we land, we get everything, kill like a player or two, and then it's silent. It's like, oh, okay, where are we going? And usually when we were playing Warzone, like my eyes are peeled, dude. Like when I am like looking, I'm close to the monitor.
Right.
Looking at everything.
Super locked in. Yeah. Overall, man, like my first impressions loading in, we talked about it in last episode. I was super happy because the performance, like on the PS5, playing it, no different.
Oh yeah, it's butter.
Yeah, really like it is so smooth. It's exactly the same. The feel, everything about it, it's how it should be.
Yeah.
There's no like gameplay difference or any performance difference.
Yeah.
So I was really happy about that going in.
I don't know how the PS4 version is. There's no way the regular PS4 can because this map is huge. I think this is bigger. I mean, not saying much because we didn't really play much Warzone 1, but I think it's bigger than Verdansk.
I know someone's got to fact check us.
Yeah, someone has to
see if it is bigger.
It looks a lot bigger based on just running through the map.
Yeah,
it feels a lot bigger.
I mean, dude, it's got so many maps in it.
Yeah,
like I think there's got to be, I can't remember how many it is that are actually from the multiplayer.
Terminal's in it, High Rise is in it, Quarry's in it. Those are the only 3 I know that are in it.
Yeah, those are the 3, like, I guess other maps or like newer maps, but then Al-Bagra or Bagra Fortress in there, Embassy, Hydroelectric, Tarek, Seraph Bay, which is a battle map, and then Said, right? So those are some other maps in there. But the ones that we know at least would be Al-Bagra, Embassy, Zarqwa, and Tarek.
Yeah.
Those are in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking now like 7, 8 maps.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was like in Verdansk. How many maps there were. Probably still a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, the level of detail in the maps are really, really good. I like the colors in it. And it's like a lame thing to say.
Yeah, it's like bright. Even though it's a lot of brown. It's a bright brown.
Yeah. I honestly think it's a solid upgrade. Like in the looks department.
Yeah. And I want to say too, like the base of the game feels so good.
Yeah.
Like it feels like loading up the beginning of Warzone 1 again.
Yeah.
Loading into it. It is a lot of fun. The one thing that is a little finicky for me is like the looting in it.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different than Warzone 1. I'm sure, as we play, we'll get the hang of it, but it's not as smooth as Warzone 1.
So this is, I've seen online that this is the biggest contention, or one of them, with Warzone 2, is the whole looting thing with the backpacks.
Yeah, and I think...
You like this?
I mean, I don't really have much to compare it to because I didn't play that much Warzone 1. And because they added backpacks into Warzone 1 like later on. They didn't do it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Your character just held like... I don't know if it held everything. I have no idea. But, I mean, I think it's because they're trying to make it easier to hop over to DMZ. That's why they have that whole looting system. Because it's like PUBG.
Yeah.
It's like the same exact... for the most part, looting system of PUBG.
Right.
And I like the idea. I see where they're going. It's just hard to make it flow when you're on controller. On PC, it's easy because you can map everything. But on controller, you can't.
Yeah. No, it's a bit clunky when you're playing on the controller.
Yeah. And there are a few I don't know if you changed it, but there are a few settings that you can change to make it like somewhat easier. It's like I went and changed when you're applying armor, you just hit triangle and applies all armor at once.
Oh, really?
So you don't need to keep like pressing over and over.
Yeah, or like when I hold it.
Yeah.
So you have, instead of having to do that, no, that's nice.
And then I changed like the tap to interact. Because I don't know, someone's going to have to fact check me on this. In Warzone 1, it might because I changed my settings, but I can go and just tap square and I automatically pick stuff up instead of holding. That might be a setting. But in Warzone 2, I changed that.
Yeah.
So I can just go press square and I pick it up.
Right.
Instead of holding. Because holding just takes a little too long sometimes.
Yeah, I think so. For me, it feels like it's a bit labor intensive trying to do that stuff, like having to like hold down to go and menu through anything, like whether you're trying to like even just looting a cash register in there, you have to go and hold it down and then it like slowly goes and collects all the cash. I mean, those are like just little small things that I notice, because we're total like Warzone noobs. Some Warzone people probably be cringing, but like, bro, that's the way it is.
Yeah.
But
we got news on multiplayer.
Yeah.
We're better on multiplayer.
Yeah. So that like the looting overall, it is a bit confusing to start with. Instead of you just kill the last person in the squad and then they explode and like everything is just kind of dropped all over the place.
Yeah.
Which I think Fortnite does that, don't they?
Yeah. Now you got to go to that backpack and open it up and it's like... And for the most part, like we would kill someone and then go to the backpack and we're just in the wide open trying to like loot everything. And it's like, you don't want to be doing that.
Yeah, I guess
that sniped.
Yeah, that's where it's tough because you can get just shot at anywhere, and you're stuck in this menu.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, whereas at least if everything's out, then you have the choice. Like you can maybe have it so you're kind of paying attention in the background. But when you got this whole like all the guns, and then you got like everything in your backpack,
yeah.
and then everything that's like that you have in your inventory, and you got to cycle through.
Yeah.
I could see it getting kind of clunky.
Yeah, but I know that's like the biggest, probably like the most
Problematic thing.
problematic thing, I guess. Well, I mean, that's a good thing, that if that's the only thing.
Bro.
I don't know if there are many bugs,
Bro,
but
talk about your bug though, dog.
the
When you couldn't jump out of the plane.
oh yeah, I don't. That might be a controller thing.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it is a control. Well, because I don't know. Side tangent. You know, I told you how like when I would sprint sometimes, like it would input R3 like meleeing.
Yeah.
That still happens to my controller. And I've looked it up, and some people have had that with the scuff, which is I've never had a problem with any of my scuffs.
Right.
This is only one, so I'm like pissed about that.
Right.
Because there are games where like I don't know if you've noticed when you're watching my POV, I'll randomly like biff.
I've noticed that. Yeah, you'll get a kill, and then afterwards you biff.
Yeah, because I'm trying to sprint away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's because my control, like, it'll switch not consistently. Like, usually when I load in, I can't tack sprint for, like, a game.
Really?
I don't know why.
That is
And then
weird.
I'll, like, next game, I'll be able to tack sprint again.
Yeah.
But then, I don't know. It's something to do with my controller. And I've reached out to Scuff. Scuff, if you're listening to this, please email me back, because I don't know what's wrong with it. It's really annoying.
That is odd.
Because it has killed me because of it.
Right.
Obviously.
And you don't know if it's a technical issue with the controller, like for whatever reason, maybe like there's some wires or like some input.
Yeah. Because it's mailing.
Yeah.
And none of my settings, like, I haven't, like, inverted anything or whatever.
Right.
So that's super frustrating.
That's happened to me too, though. Like, I don't know if it's controller related or if it's game related, because it did happen to me on Vanguard. Is when I would move forward.
Yeah.
Like in those games, well, even this game too. I had it on auto sprint.
Yeah.
Not auto tack sprint, just auto sprint.
Yeah.
And when I would do that, it would like glitch out. Like my guy, I remember in Vanguard, he would put his like the gun up to be running.
Yeah.
But it would be like stuck halfway through.
Yeah.
And it would be like vibrating almost, you know?
I think it's a controller issue,
Yeah.
because I went back to the Impact because I didn't have the PS5 version,
Yeah.
so I played with my Impact and I did like it was fine.
Yeah.
I think it is a controller issue. I'm hoping like it's not that big of a deal, and like I can fix it somehow, or Scuff just emails me back so I can.
Yeah, or I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say if they could like update it, but they can't do anything like that. Can you imagine?
I would have to send it in for like repairs or something.
Yeah,
which would suck.
And then be away without a controller for
like
X
a month.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know.
Send you a spare. Send you like a backup one.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out because it's super frustrating.
Yeah.
Because you've noticed it. If I'm sprinting or I kill someone like in S&D, and I try to sprint and my guy biffs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the heck? And then I go into a hack sprint.
Yeah.
That slight second gets you killed.
Oh yeah, 100%. They can kill you.
But side
So
note.
yeah, so I don't know if that was something that like you were experiencing in Warzone just because it was a Warzone glitch or was it a controller glitch?
I think it was more controller.
Might have
but
been.
I want to go into the big thing for Warzone. That's a huge W for like you and me, and I would say the majority of people.
Oh yeah,
is the proximity chat.
Yes, 1000%.
I am so happy proximity chat is in this because it's so funny,
dude.
So funny.
the amount of content that we can put out and the amount of content that's out from all our favorite people online is insane.
Yeah,
you know, I love it. It's just so funny hearing these people and hearing the different levels of people that play.
Oh yeah.
Because we always talk about like, oh, you know, we take it pretty seriously and whatnot. And then you hear some people like they really do. And then you have some people who have like no hands and they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just funny because we've definitely run into some people, like you said, they're calling out and stuff. And you can tell like they only play Warzone. Like they're like us in multiplayer.
Like you're thinking about that last game that we played.
The one where they're on top of the roof. And I was like, let's just rush them. And they're like, don't rush. Don't rush us. Yeah. But they're on roofs.
Yeah, pricks. They got the high ground on us.
Yeah. Jump out. Face me like a man.
But then we played that map. I think it was I don't know, it was Countdown or whatever. I don't think it was Countdown. I can't remember. It was that one. It's from COD 4 with like the it's got like the statue in the middle or whatever it is. Then we faced those guys. They were in the proximity chat.
That was so funny.
Dummy cooked those guys. They got fried. They're like, "Oh man, he's over there." I'm like, dude, you have no idea what you're talking about right now.
You killed the first guy, and he was like, his teammate was like, "Where is he?" And he was like, "Over there."
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, nice
I'm like,
call
yo,
out.
sick call out. And then I went and smoked his teammate.
I would have been
like,
so mad.
Get out of here.
I would have been so mad if I was his teammate.
Yeah.
Like, over where?
Yeah, bro. If I said,
what is that call
If I
out?
said that to you, you'd be like, what the heck?
Dude, yeah. But the proximity chat is so funny.
Yeah.
We've ran into like a few people, using it. Oh, well, having their mics on.
Yeah.
I think some people just like, they're just on mute.
Yeah, or they're just not in game chat, They're in like they stay in party chat like we're always in.
Yeah, on like PlayStation and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just funny because proximity chat is it's like a cheat code. Like if we just mute out and we're just listening, like we know someone's there now. They have no idea we're there. If you don't talk, you have an advantage.
Yeah.
I saw a clip of this guy was like, I found the cheat code for Warzone for proximity chat. Just speaking a different language.
Yeah.
And these guys were speaking in Russian. And these guys were like, what are they saying?
Yeah.
And the guy was like saying like push.
Right.
And the guys were just sitting there like in windows and they had no idea.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Oh man. Yeah, dude, if I heard someone in Russian or in I'd trip. I'd have no idea.
Yeah, some other language.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like now you have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, and you can't tell if they're like being serious right now or they're just kind of like just chatting about nonsense.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting to see the different levels of people from proximity chat is always funny.
Yeah, it is funny. We're gonna try to get our first dub. We got what? Our highest placing was 13.
Yes. Yeah, that was the last game that we played. So
every
game that we've played, we've gone up.
Yeah, we're just trying to, we're learning it.
Yeah, so
we'll get there.
Yeah, slowly but surely,
Yeah. I watched Optic Big Timer. I watched him. He got a dub on his first game.
Dang.
It was very uneventful though. It was like, it was like us. He looted stuff.
Yeah.
I think he got like 4 kills in the whole game.
Gotcha.
But like he played the circle and then, ended up winning.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing that's always hard for us from multiplayer to Warzone is when, we're just not comfortable there and it's so much
action.
slower.
Yeah, we want action.
Like it is way slower in the action. Like when we go to it, we don't have the skills there as much. There's like small little things that can pay off like from your time playing Warzone.
Yeah.
That we just don't have.
Yeah. And like a lot of people play the edge of the gas or whatever.
Yeah, circle.
That's what people like play.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're just at a disadvantage if you run into the middle.
Yeah.
Now you're surrounded by everyone.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone's just going to be like going towards you.
Yeah, and a lot of people too, like good players, they'll hide in the gas. They'll hug the edge of the circle.
Yeah.
And then come in and you're like, oh, I'm good. Circle ended. And then you get killed from behind because someone's running in.
Yeah, because they're just waiting for you to come in. You know? That's a whole... Oh, sorry, you were going to say though?
It's just a bit of like, randomness. That like when you're playing multiplayer, I mean, we'll get into it. This game, like, or any COD, you can predict spawns. Then you get those random spawns. You spawn in front of someone.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you can control the spawns. So we know where they're coming from. Warzone, it's random.
Obviously random, yeah.
It's all random. And you just have to be like super cracked.
Yeah.
Aware.
Constantly on it.
Yeah, constantly looking or having like a UAV.
Yeah. Something else that you just mentioned about like hugging the gas and everything. That's a whole thing that's cool too in this is the addition of like 2 or 3 new rings that they have like for the circles that you go to.
Yeah.
Instead of it always just being one circle that closes off.
Yeah.
And it's all random every game too.
Yeah.
That just adds another level of excitement to it.
Yeah.
You know, it hasn't really messed with us that much. There was one time we were gonna experience it.
Yeah.
Because we were in a circle that was going to disappear. Yeah. And then there was gas on the other. We had to go through.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that works.
But
we ended up dying before we got to it.
Yeah. I saw that happen with Big Timer. It just updates.
Yeah, okay.
Like right before.
Gotcha.
The gas will start closing in on the circle that you're in, and then you can just move into the other circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's not saying much. We'd have like little to no experience.
Right.
It's like, because I've heard a lot of people like don't like that.
Yeah.
The 3 circles, because it adds, which I can see why, it adds more randomness.
Right.
Because if you have one circle always coming in, it's like, all right, when it gets smaller, you have a general idea of where people are going to be.
Yep.
But if you add 3 random circles, it's like, okay.
Now it's even more random.
Yeah. So, we're very casual in Warzone.
Yeah. So, I think it's personally cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Maybe if you're like trying to go AM or pro in Warzone, you might think it sucks.
Yeah, when you're playing competitively, yeah.
Yeah, well, of course, because just any more random element, like Warzone's already as random as it gets.
Yeah.
So just adding more of that would, I would get pissed too.
Yeah, I think we need to drop into a more busy area.
Yeah.
And just
go crazy.
Just go crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that's where we thrive.
Well,
busy areas.
You know what I like too, though, because we go in the crazy area and then we get smoked, or it happens from time to time. I don't find a gun.
Yeah.
Is then I'll end up in the gulag, dude. Updated gulag. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I like the layout of the map.
Yeah, it's a good map. It's not like big. It seems like it's a little bit bigger than the other ones, and it's 2v2s.
Yeah, it's because of the elevation.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2v. Apparently, they brought that in Caldera.
Dude, this shows how out of the loop we are.
Yeah, well, because I was watching. I was watching someone.
You can face palm now if you'd like to.
I know.
About it.
We're gonna get into the serious stuff. I think I might have been watching Zuma, but they're like, it's still 2v2s. Like, why is it 2v2s? Like, people don't like that.
Yeah.
Which, again, I can see why. Because if one goes down, one player,
yeah,
you're auto screwed. Now you're relying on this random player to bail you out.
Yeah.
Which, okay, I can see that. Right now, for us, it's fun. Right?
Yeah.
Because, we're new to this, whatever. But I can see where, like, the guy that I'm with doesn't get my trade.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah, you haven't.
how?
I mean, we like it because it just gives us flashbacks to our Champ Hill days.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I totally agree that if you're going to be having the choice of 2v2s or 1v1s, 1v1s all day, because if you mess up, it's on you.
Yeah.
And if you clutch up, then like you're good.
Yeah.
You don't have to rely on, if you have either a god as your teammate or you got a guy who has no thumbs.
Yeah,
and he costs you.
Yeah. I was watching streams of people in the gulag. It was so funny. It was Zuma. He was playing with Ben Nassim and Asim, and like Ben was in the gulag with him, and Zuma was like, hold on, don't push.
Yeah.
And then he started like shooting the guy, and he got weak, and he was like, bad push now, it's one shot.
Yeah.
And Ben pushed, but he pushed like super late, so the guy healed up already.
Right.
And he got smoked, and Zuma was like, "Ben, how'd you not kill him?" And he was like, "Where were you? You were supposed to be my entry." Zuma was just freaking out. It was so funny.
Yeah, we haven't ended up in a 2v2 together.
Yeah, no, it's because we always
die staggered.
We have to die together.
Yeah. Because even in Warzone, we're getting the trades.
Yeah.
Like 90% of the time, we're always there just like, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
And we pick each other up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, those are big things with Warzone. Like, at least our experience so far. There's still so much more for us to explore with it.
Oh, yeah.
Which
we haven't even landed in like all the areas.
Oh, no. We've barely scratched the surface with it.
We're having a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, no, it's a nice break just from the regular multiplayer experience to have that. DMZ, same kind of deal. We haven't actually even touched DMZ yet.
Yeah. It's just a beta right now.
Yeah, and I've heard with DMZ right now too. I mean, you were just telling us before we started that it is kind of buggy.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I've read about this.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any of the bugs or really know the specifics of it.
Yeah, I've just watched videos about it.
Yeah.
People, like, they have a problem with looting. Like, it'll bug out when you're trying to pick stuff up.
Right. Does like the game crash or something, or is it just like it doesn't pick up the stuff you want?
It doesn't pick up like the stuff that you want.
Gotcha.
And I've seen like the game would crash.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just DMZ specific or if it's just as COD.
Right.
Because I know if you're playing on PC, this is all like PC players I've watched. Like the game will just randomly crash on them.
Really.
And I think that's more like MW2.
Yeah.
Crashing because I don't know why, but it just seems like this game just crashes a lot.
It does. Yeah.
That's the problem moving over to PC.
Well, I mean, we don't have to talk much about DMZ before we get to multiplayer, but that's what the pro player's been experiencing too.
Yeah.
You know, For anybody who's interested in it, like the CDL is gonna be starting up in what
2 weeks?
Yeah,
December 2nd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super quick. And the pros can't play the game right now. As we're doing this on the 19th, right? 2 weeks before it starts, they're unable to practice because every time they go into private lobbies, it glitches out and it crashes the game.
Yeah.
Which is unacceptable.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And like going off of that, we were supposed to go to a LAN event, shout out Boston Breach. It was a local event, 32 teams. We were going there as spectators just to watch the people around.
Yeah,
us
we weren't
play.
gonna go fry the competition. No kidding.
It was a 4v. If it was 2v2 S&D.
Oh, bro, we're all in that.
Yeah, we don't have 2 though.
No.
Yeah, sadly. But it sucked because we were so hyped for it today because we're recording it the day of the LAN.
Right.
But they had to cancel it, and because of the private lobby glitch.
Yeah.
And that's not their fault. They're it's Infinity Ward. They can't do anything about it. It's out of their control.
Yeah. No, that's what sucks about it. We got affected by it because we went and paid for that, and we were super stoked to go.
Yeah.
And not just us as fans and spectators, but all those players that were going to go to it.
Yeah.
They couldn't go to it now. And then just moving up, all the amateur leagues that have been going on and amateur events that they've been planned to hold are canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like this game has dealt no other Call of Duty has dealt with this.
Yeah.
This game just seems like it's prone to crashing.
It seems like a theme. Every new COD is this has never happened before.
Yeah.
It's and
it's not good things.
Yeah, it's in this game, I don't know about you, but no connection issues.
Yeah.
We don't get the high latency, stuff like that.
Yeah,
we
that's
join
a good
games
thing.
quick.
Yeah.
It's they fix everything and then they go to the next game and then it's another issue that's never happened before.
Yeah. It's weird because this stuff doesn't affect us at all, other than just we wanted to go to that event.
Yeah.
This game has done a really good job on the casual side of there's very little to no lag. There's no latency.
Yeah.
BS issues with it.
Yeah.
It's just for those pro players now. Man, I feel for them. They can't go play the game.
Yeah.
And they only got 2 weeks now until they got to start.
Yeah.
It's going to be an absolute disaster, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah. And say if you and I had more friends that play Call of Duty, and we wanted to do a fun, I don't know, thing in private match, we can't do that.
Yeah.
We have to load into a multiplayer and do it.
Yeah.
I don't know, do
Michael Myers or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. But we can't do it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't those are things to me where it's above my understanding. I don't get how the game could why it crashes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You would think the more people, on a normal server, the game would crash, not in some private lobby with 12 people.
When you'd be surprised. It's
exactly though.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
It's because the update after, I think it was the second update in the game. It was a small update. It was supposed to fix a few glitches, and then that just compiles it fixed all that, but then it breaks other stuff, and you don't even realize that.
Yeah.
That's why coding is a bitch. I don't code, but I've seen code before, and I've tried to use it, and I'm okay, you fix one thing, and then another thing just breaks.
Yeah, it's just compounding issues. You know?
It's you won't know until you put the patch out,
right? And
then something could break. Yeah, which is it's just super frustrating.
Yeah. So best of luck to them.
Yeah, I hope they get it figured out soon. I'm sure it's probably on a priority list. Yeah. Mainly because I would think it's on a priority list just because one, there is a whole week, but two, this is private lobbies. This is, a lot of people use it. We don't use it, right? Because we don't have a lot of our friends don't play it. Right. But there's every casual person probably has a group of people. Yeah. Using it.
Yeah, I mean there's how many millions of people who play the game. Their experience is going to be way different than ours. So the fact that now it's just a whole system in the game that does not work, just like the CDL mosh pit thing that they were going to add in, which we talked about last episode. We were really excited for that. Yep. They've scrapped that for the time being because it's the same thing, just doesn't work. Yeah, yeah. Which sucks, as we got to go fix the camera, making small adjustments on the fly. No, it's a bummer, man. I mean, I hope that they can figure all this stuff out sooner rather than later. It's just, for us, the experience has been great.
Yeah.
We obviously want more stuff. Like, this was all going to be planned things that come out with season 1.
Yep.
We got our whole multiplayer experience. We got the whole a season, but battle pass that we're going to be working on.
Yeah.
And then the new season's going to be starting up, but now that's kind of up in limbo. Like, I think it'll start, but
yeah.
At what level?
Yeah. It just seems like this game, it has such a solid base. It's so good at its core. And like, I truly believe they are trying to make this game better and like fix it.
Yeah.
But as soon as that stuff fixes, like, we're good.
Yeah.
It's just getting there.
Yeah.
And that's the issue.
Yeah.
But like, speaking of season 1, we're going to our core.
Thank God.
Where
we don't have to BS about Warzone anymore.
So-called experts, I guess. Casual experts, right? Season 1, they introduced like a new battle pass system, right? And I mean, technically, it's kind of the same thing. You just level up and unlock rewards. But now it's like a map. It's like, have you played the board game like Settlers of Catan? No, well, or like you've played Risk.
Yes.
So it's like Settlers of Catan it's essentially the same thing.
Okay.
And if you guys have played, like, let me know. That game's like super fun. It's like Risk. You're trying to take territories. But you start in like a block, and there's 4 rewards that you have to unlock by getting battle tokens.
Gotcha.
And to get battle tokens, you either play the game or you buy them. So I'm like, okay, thank God. Imagine if they were like, you have to buy them all.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you play the game, you unlock these tokens, and you have to unlock the 4 rewards in that sector, and then you can finally buy the final reward to get everything.
Gotcha.
So you need 5 tokens total. But once you unlock that, you can move to like the surrounding territories around it. So you can like choose what path you want to do.
Right.
Which, I mean, personally, I think it is cool. I've heard other people say this isn't needed, which I can understand. It's the same thing as like leveling up. That's all it is. It's just in a different way. Now you can choose like what you want. I mean, I think it adds like to a different level of experience, because you can choose like what you want now.
Yeah. I was going to say, overall, you think this is the new Battle Pass is a W or an L?
I think it's a W.
Yeah. I think so, too.
Yeah.
I think it just makes it a little bit more interesting instead of just buy the Battle Pass, play the game.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more thought that goes into it, and a little bit more player choice, which overall, I think we're like, I don't think there's anybody that's against that.
Yeah.
It is a little bit confusing to start with, but that's like, it's just like anything new. I think over time people will get used to it.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is going to be something that they keep like for future CODs, or this is going to be one thing that this will just be an idea they tried and it's dead in the water and they never do it again.
Yeah. I mean, when I was playing it, I thought it was confusing at first, but then I realized like, okay, you just need 5 tokens and then you can buy the whole sector.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like, it always just boils down to play the game.
Yeah, play the game. That's
like if you play the game, you play Warzone, you play DMZ, whatever, you get those battle tokens.
Yeah, it's like that's why it's like the leveling system. You just play the game, you level up, you unlock rewards. They just add an extra step where you have to go and buy the reward with the token you get.
Yeah.
And I do like how you can choose where you want to go.
Yep.
And I think the rewards in this season have been better than all the previous seasons. Like, there are cool skins in this that I actually want.
Yeah, I looked at that. Just going through some of them. So yeah, it's 100. See, not sectors. It's 100 like items that they have, and then it's 5 in every sector, right? So 20.
Yeah.
Then 20 sectors, I guess. That's my math, right? 20 sectors, 5 in everything. That's 100 items.
Is it 100? I don't know how many items there are. I thought it was like 20.
Yeah, no, so there you go. Right. Each season has 100 rewards to grab.
Rewards.
Yeah.
Okay, so 100 rewards
within 20 sectors, and so that means that there's 5.
Yeah, but they're counting rewards as like the 4 you unlock.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
the final thing you unlock is they're not counting that as a reward.
Okay.
So there's 125.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, just like cruising through it, most of the things look like relatively good.
Yeah.
They've of course now like opened up the store so you can go and buy a whole bunch of crazy stuff again.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna spend any money on that.
Nope.
Unless they add in like an F1 driver, I'll buy that.
Yeah. Oh, they will add the CDL skins out if you guys want to buy that. But the CDL like team skins will be out pretty soon. I think it's November 28th. They're announcing the team skins.
Yep.
So we'll be buying the Boston skins.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be buying that. I think it's the team skins, and then I don't know. You tell me. What about the camo for a gun camo for the teams? Is that coming along with it?
Yeah.
And then I think that's something they're designing, right? The gun camo.
I mean, I saw the camos like on the promotion
we
already.
did see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were they're gonna go with those, or if they had like there was gonna be some design input, whether it was on the team skin or if it was on the camo.
Yeah. Well, I saw all the teams tweeted out their promotional skin, and it just looks like the camos that we saw.
Yeah.
A couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I do think the skins this year they do look a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
Than the previous years.
I would agree. That's debatable.
It's
you know
not.
what I mean.
No, I think they are better, but it's not saying much.
No, I mean like I agree. I think they're better too, but I've seen people who don't agree. You know, people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, overall, like keeping it real, they could do better.
No, yeah,
you know
they could.
mean?
Yeah, they could do better.
They could leave it into the hands of the teams.
Yeah,
and I think if they did that, you would get really, really nice stuff.
Yeah, because there are some skins in this game that, like the base operators, they look cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're going to buy that, but other than that, probably nothing else. They already took money.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you want to buy a battle token, dude, it's 150 COD points.
Yeah.
For one battle token.
That's crazy.
Go play, I did the math, it's like 5 games.
Yeah.
Go play 5 games, you'll get one battle token.
Yeah.
Don't go buy COD points.
No, I don't think you should ever do it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the COD points are easy to get. You just play the game.
Yeah. No, don't ever do that.
Yeah.
Don't give Activision any more money, please.
Yeah.
They make enough money.
Just play their game.
Yeah.
Play the shit.
Because their game is amazing and you love it, right?
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
But you're also trying to hit level 250 in the season.
Yeah. That's another thing.
Like that segue, bro? Come on.
Dude, the prestiges are cool. They're animated.
Dude,
and
this is a fat dub.
Yeah, they're not resetting us, technically.
Yes.
Which I like. Because I don't know, it does something to your brain where all right, I'm progressing.
No, dude, it 1,000% is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just keeping it like your level keeps going up. So, for example, when the season ends and once we've hit 250, when it goes to season 2, we'll be 251.
Yeah.
You know, not level 1 with some emblem on the side.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep going up those levels there. Yeah, dude, your mental it's way better.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I progressed. I actually progressed.
Yeah, I mean, dude, even now, I mean, we're not even that high in the season. We're barely anything into it. I just already feel better about it because I'm not level 1.
Yeah.
You know, which it's we didn't just. What the hell is the point of playing the game in the first place when it came out? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And this is their new way of prestiging, right? Because this is the thing. If they went back to the old way of prestiging, it would be fine if we start at level 1 because you're giving us a whole new emblem and stuff. But they're not doing that, obviously.
Yeah, they're not doing that. But I feel like in other CODs when they had done that, it did look different enough. You know, it's weird.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah,
that's why I'm if the way that they're going about it, before MW2, resetting us to level 1, it wasn't different enough.
Yeah,
that's the thing, and they didn't make it a big deal.
Yeah,
when you were prestiging in the old games, they gave you every single prestige was a different logo.
Yeah,
and they made it a big deal. You have to go into a whole separate tab and be if you prestige, you will reset to level 1.
Yep,
and it does a whole animation into the next prestige. In the older or the newer CODs, they just you log on after the update, level 1, and the emblem, what who cares? Just get to level 100 and be done.
Yeah, No, so this for me is like a happy medium. You know, this it's better than what we had before, and it's a step towards like the older prestiges in a way.
Yeah.
And then there's just like you get that constant progressing. But yeah, the emblems so far, like they look good. I know it's maybe it's a stupid thing to care about, but for me it's a big deal. Like I want to show off my emblem, you know, and I want to be able to see the difference between people. Like when you go back to all the other older Call of Duties, they were all so distinct. Like when I think about Vanguard, like I couldn't tell you what any you throw down every one of those emblems. I couldn't tell you which one of them is which.
Yeah,
I have no idea. I really don't even remember what whatever prestige was. We hit like prestige level 9,000, and that like the max ultimate prestige like was not anything great.
Yeah, exactly. Because we just reset every time.
Yeah, they just all kind of blend in the same. They don't look any different. This is one of the. I think this might be right. One of the first CODs to have animated prestige emblems in game.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I really like it.
It's dope.
Yeah, and the emblems actually look good.
Dude, first prestige is already sick.
Yeah,
if this was OG COD, I'd stay there.
Yeah, and it, you know, like you said, it is a happy medium. I think they could do better. I still prefer the old prestige system, obviously.
Bro, we all do.
But I think what they should introduce, like this, just my idea. If they went back to the old prestige system, or like they kept this, right, and you hit, you know, that next tier, like level, you hit like level 100, you get like, you get the special emblem, but you get like a special like skin or something like that.
Yeah.
Show that, okay, you're this level. Because I mean, it's already cool. Like we load into lobbies, right, and then I look at the levels, and I'm like, oh my god, this person's like 100 already.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this person's probably good.
Right.
Like we need to get back to that.
Right.
Which is why I think it's good that they kept the levels instead of resetting us. Because by the time we, you know, after 2 years, dude, we're gonna be like level 5,000.
Well, this is something I was wondering. I mean, like before I go to that, yeah, it was mad confusing because you would see people like it's not a big deal now. You can see the progressions pretty easily. Yeah. But when we go on like into season 2 and 3, and that's where it becomes a problem because the older CODs they'd reset, and they see a guy who's like, well, he is season 3 prestige, but he's level 6.
Yeah,
compared to a guy who's like like level 120, but he's second season or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's like, okay, that guy's level 500 and he's level 5, like just because that's like he's hit it every time. You know?
Yeah.
Now it just doesn't matter. Like whatever level you are, you stay at that no matter what.
Yeah. And
you just get access.
Yeah, and that really shows, you know, when you're loading into a lobby, it's like, okay, this person is probably good. Yeah. Or, you know, they're probably bad.
Right. Yeah. If they're like they barely played.
Yeah.
But now I was wondering is if you hit level, so it's 250 for this season.
Yeah.
Which how long is it, by the way?
The season?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I have no idea how long.
I would assume it's a regular like
60, 90 days or something like that.
Yeah. 60 days, 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you hit level 250, do you stop at 250?
That's what I think. Yeah. And it's like before season 1, like how we just got to 55 and we stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good because now it's like, I don't know, before like that would bug me when you would have to go to 1,000. Like that's what they gave you every season.
Keep going, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, that's just, it's overkill and it's damn near impossible.
Yeah, because it's like, it's so weird to think about, right? Because they're probably thinking, all right, you're capped out at this level, right? At 1,000, right? So they want you to keep playing the game, so you keep leveling up, right?
Right.
So it feels like you're progressing.
Right.
But then at the end of the season, they reset you completely.
Yeah.
When in this game, it's like, all right, we're going to give you cool emblems and like cool incentives to keep playing.
Right.
And level you up, but we're going to cap you out at the end.
Yeah.
And then when we go to the next season, we'll keep giving more incentives to like level up.
Yeah.
Instead of resetting us and like killing the motivation.
Yeah.
It's like two different ways to think about it, but this way is definitely the better choice.
Yeah. I know. I totally agree. I mean, this game, like when we hit 250, like
you
then
feel accomplished.
Yeah, we feel accomplished, and it's, I don't know, like, because at the end of every season, right, like everybody, we're gonna chill. Like when we get to 250, like we slow down a little bit. Rest up the hands.
Yeah.
But we'll also feel like we've done it. Like, okay, we have actually completed this season. I never really mentioned it before, but like I always, like when we got to the other games, like Vanguard, I never really felt that sense of accomplishment ever, because there was always like, well, we never got to 1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was so much that we never did.
Yeah.
And my OCD would kick in, and I hate it.
I could tell playing with you in Vanguard, because you just played just enough to hit, what was it, 200?
Yeah.
Basically. And dude, I was like, I was hundreds of levels away.
Yeah.
From you, if you totaled everything up.
I hate, but when I hate it, because when I look at my thing, it's like 287, 412, like 206, and it's like that pisses me off.
Yeah.
I want to see like 250, 250, like the same number. Like I've maxed out 100%.
Yeah, like you get rewarded for like your actual progression.
Yeah. You know, and at least like with this game, like even if they don't give you anything past that, I'd rather that than when Vanguard, they give you nothing.
Yeah, they give you nothing leveling up past that, then they reset you.
Yeah.
Whereas this, like, you max out.
And that's it. And you got to wait. You know, then you can do other challenges and stuff while you wait.
Yeah.
You know, which is still so much to do compared to, like, I mean, man, you think back to, like, any of the other CODs, that's how it always was, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you get to the end of your level and you just kept prestiging. When you hit 10th 55, like, the about COD 4, like, well, that was it. You'd run your race, you know?
Yeah. Or if you, like, you chose not to prestige. Like, you finished.
Exactly.
Now it's like, all right, let's work on the challenges.
Yeah.
But speaking of challenges, too, segue into this, they added stats, They added, like, well, stats, really good stats, like actually helpful stats that I really like.
Yep.
They added just like challenges in general, not like Season 1 challenges. I don't think they have Season 1 challenges.
RIP to the title hunt.
Yeah. But they added, like your challenges for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what they're called.
Collective challenges or something like that.
Yeah.
They're not like the weekly challenges. They're just like, you know, I don't know. They've had them in every game.
Yeah. Like you unlock like 5 of them or 6 of them, and then you get like a calling card or whatever. They added that. But I looked at that menu, dude. Okay, first off,
I haven't looked at it. Fill me in. What does the challenges menu look like, bro?
You know how we can? They did update the UI like a little bit, sort of. It's still horizontal, right? So I
thought you were about to say it's still horrible.
So I'm going into it expecting, everything's going left to right, dude. It's going north to south.
Yeah,
and challenges do not work that way.
Yeah,
because you're going what? I forget how many in Vanguard. I think they had 10 like categories or something like that.
Like boot camp and perfection,
right?
Yeah.
So you're going up and down, but it's like boot camp, 5 or 6 challenges. Scroll down again, next one.
Yeah.
Whatever the tier is, 6 more challenges. So if you want to like keep track of your challenges, you have to keep scrolling up and down, like looking. I'm like, this was your perfect opportunity to go left to right.
Right.
Where it's like, you have one screen, what it normally is, right? Calling card, 6 challenges, scroll to the right. Calling card, 6 challenges, scroll to the right.
Yeah, or you think about it too, like if you had, like say one of them was boot camp and it says, 4 out of 6, like you complete 4 out of 6, you click on boot camp, and then it opens up that window of like a grid almost of the ones
it's still
that you've
going left to
completed.
right, but this is a list.
Yeah, that's so strange.
I'm like,
bro, what are they doing?
I thought you were gonna keep it consistent going left to right, but they didn't.
Bro, they love that left to right, but then they tried. When they tried to go north to south, they done goof.
It doesn't work. It's literally a long list. So I know it's not that big of a deal for most people, but like if you're trying to get the challenges, right?
Yeah.
Like say you need to get like 20 or 50 nade kills, but the 50 nade kill challenge is like the 5th one down, and you're trying to scroll in between games, and the games are already going like quick, right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna have enough time to load to go all the way down and see how much you have.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one thing I'm glad they added it. They didn't execute it well.
Right.
How it looks.
Close but no cigar.
One thing I want to talk about is the stats, though. The stats look nice because we talked about it maybe 2 episodes or maybe last episode.
It's very simple.
Yeah, about not having a barracks, and they finally added one, and now we can see how much we've played, KDs, win-loss. They added some cool stats reminds me of Black Ops 4, which you guys all know, like, I love that game. It shows your last 10 games that you've played. It shows your KD from, like, each game. It shows, if you've won or you lost, and for each of those games, it shows your stats of like the gun you used.
Right.
So if you use multiple guns, you can go into this game and see, oh, I fried in this map with this gun.
Yeah.
Which I like. And Black Ops 4 didn't do that. It just showed like high level of, you won. This is your KD. That's it.
Yeah.
But in this game, it takes like a deep dive into like the actual stats and analytics of it.
Which I like.
Yeah.
That's always like for me, like the statistics.
Yeah.
There's never not enough of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like now we talk about like weapon tuning and stuff. Like that can get too much, but with my individual play, that's always like they've got your macro stuff, like the big things that you care about. Like when you open it up, I was saying it's super simple and clean. Yeah. It's easy to read.
Yeah.
You open up your combat record, like all your basic numbers are there, which they tracked from the beginning.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And then it's got your like when you tab over or if you scroll down, I can't remember. That's when it shows like all the stats you just mentioned.
Yeah.
And it's very easy. You click on that, then it gives you more depth about it.
And it's cool. They do it based on like, they obviously show you like the most kills you've got like with this weapon, right? And then if I think you've hit like R1 or R2, if you flip it, it shows you the gun that you used with like the highest KD.
Yeah.
And like I switched over to one, like the P90, I have the highest KD using that gun.
Shocking.
Which is crazy. But the most kills I've gotten is the 74U. Why not? Like, I mean, we're still early,
infancy.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, my first weapon is the 74U. Second is RPD. It's like, that's going to change, like, heavily.
Yeah, I think we talked about this last week, like, all our guns right now, like, I looked at mine, it's the same kind of thing. Like, I'm all over the place, like, with my... I think I've stuck more to, like, the guns that I like than you have, because you're really moving all over the place.
Yeah, I'm trying to get these challenges.
Yeah. But that'll all like smooth out as time goes on, because some of these guns, like you're using them now, like we both are, but you really like your RPD ain't gonna be there.
No,
it'll fall right down the list once you're like, okay, got my camos, challenge is done.
Yeah, I have 20 less kills with my RPD than the 74U.
Yeah,
which is like that's crazy.
Yeah, and like you'll never be using the RPD like later down the line.
Yeah, once I get the check the camo I want on it, I'm done.
Yeah, exactly.
Done. But this game I feel like I've been wanting. I want to do these challenges.
Yeah,
which is a good thing because I haven't felt like this in a while.
Yeah, I mean, again, like it's weird because for us, like this game has done so much like right so far.
Yeah.
Just from like our casual side, they've messed up a lot on like the pro side, which sucks because that's our other thing that we love.
Yeah.
But for like our experience so far, it's been great. I'm stoked that they added that stuff in.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. And which is funny, right? Because I would say MW19 was one of the more recent CODs that a bunch of people that like casual fans loved that game.
Yeah.
But then to us, like we hated it.
Yeah.
On the competitive and the casual side.
Yeah.
And they fixed it going into this.
Yeah.
So now we're more on the side, of everyone else that, liked MW19.
Yeah.
But like we couldn't play that game.
No.
And like we watched competitively, but it wasn't like that good.
No. This
game, obviously the competitive season hadn't started yet, but we already like love the game. Just playing on the casual side.
Yeah, I mean we've had more reps and stuff using the guns and getting used to the maps.
Yeah.
And it's I've been loving it, man.
Yeah, me too.
I look forward to playing it every night with you. Like it's a blast.
Yeah.
Time like again, it flies by playing that game.
Yeah, it does.
And
we're in constant games.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
And, season 1 overall, like I mean, there's not that much to talk about minus like the battle pass, like the updates that they put in.
Yep. Sorry, because we're kind of like closing out. Something they did add, which we got to try out, is Shoot House.
Oh yeah.
That is already added into the game.
Yeah.
Haven't had a chance to play it.
Yeah, they have a whole playlist for it. Now that I should probably play that more because it's
camo city,
camos.
Bro.
Yeah. That's why they added it.
Yeah,
camos.
Camo grind.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Shoot House, and then they're going to add in Shipment.
Yep.
Which we talked about this last week, but they haven't added that in yet. That's going to be mid-season.
Yeah.
As well as some of the other two guns. But yeah, we'll have to go try out Shoot House, because Shoot House is a good map.
Yeah.
That was a good map in MW 2019.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to see how it plays on this game.
Yeah, and I hope for the future, they add those I'm hoping the gun tournaments, like 2v2s.
Yeah.
I hope they add that because I'm pretty sure in the MW19 it took them a little bit to add.
Yeah.
But I hope they added like sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Because I want that. I mean, that'd just give us another thing to play.
Yeah.
And they added a new co-op that we haven't played yet.
Yeah, so we got to play all that stuff too. We've got our plates full, but that's never something to complain about with it.
Especially for a game that you really like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, this game so far has offered so much to us. Mm-hmm. I mean, this game is off to like a light years better start than Vanguard.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like for me, this game just needs to add like 2v2s.
Yeah.
Or like some sort of Champ Hill thing.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then it's really up there, you know?
Yeah.
Like we've mentioned all our like smaller things that like who knows if they'll fix those, like the red dots on the map and all that. Mm-hmm. But like overall game, like it's really, really good.
Yeah. Like we've said, the core and the base of the game is super good.
Yeah.
And well, I noticed too, like I still don't like the perk system, mainly because like I don't change it all that often.
Yeah.
I probably will like once I'm done with like the guns and stuff and actually start picking out what I really like. But I haven't seen that like affect me too much with the perks. I've kind of just forgotten about it and just played with it. But I like that's not a pass. I still don't like the system.
Yeah, dude, that's for me. Like I'm just very indifferent about it. You know, like I don't like it. I'd rather be the normal way. Yeah. I don't feel like it makes me better, and I don't feel like it hinders me. You know?
Yeah.
It's just very like for me. I'm like it is what it is.
Yeah. Because like in the older CODs, when you had those perks on, there's a reason why you had those perks on. Like they helped out. Like I know. I mean, I think it's Battle Hardened. I run that all the time, so I don't get needed.
Yeah.
But you have to choose between Battle Hardened and like I think it's Bomb Squad.
Yeah.
For like stuns and flashes and stuff.
Right.
But other than that, like I kind of just play through the game.
Yeah.
But I do want the 3. If they did that, just 3 normal perks, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Right there, like, but they don't.
Yeah, right. And I don't think they're going to it anytime soon. But
with this whole perk system, no way.
No, I don't think so. But for me, like we're just gonna roll with it. Like again, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be crying over it. There's no reason to.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like something we'll have to get used to.
Yeah, we just gotta adapt.
Yeah, you know, like we do every year.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean that's really like closing out a lot of the main things that we've been playing so far within season 1. Again, Warzone 2. We'll have to come back for 94 with some DMZ talk.
Yeah.
And more Warzone stuff and just how we're going along with the season. But overall, man, for me, like, killer start.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
Stoked.
Yeah, season 1 has been great. Warzone's been fun.
Yeah.
You know, it gives us so many more options to play.
Yeah.
And like that's always good for us.
Yeah.
But, you know, hopefully they do fix like some of the bugs going forward. And another thing, they didn't add control yet, and I thought they were going to add it this season.
No, bro. They're holding out.
They didn't add it.
That is, like, brutally honest, that's an L.
Yeah, that is an L.
That's an L.
Like, that's a game mode that, like, we love, even though a lot of people don't like it. Surprisingly, I'm really surprised a lot of people don't like it. Like, the pros and the casual side. I've heard a lot of people hate control.
Yeah.
Like, they just would rather play Dom.
Well, that's...
Which is crazy to me, because Dom is so boring to me.
No. Like, look, control, even still in this game, like, spawns are still tough for me, because the spawns are not, like, they're not great in this game right now. And it's also game mode based, too. Like, hardpoint, we can get it more.
Yeah.
Dude,
sort of.
TDM, exactly, sort of.
Yeah.
Dude, TDM is a roll of the dice.
Yeah. No, because... like, there's still squad spawns. Like, we understand how squad spawns work. Like, you have to wipe out the whole team.
Yeah.
And if you miss one, then, like, you know they're still spawning on that
right
side. But it's so weird. Like, you'll wipe everyone. You missed one.
Yeah.
Right? But then, like, you die and you spawn in front of an enemy.
Right.
And this has happened to me in Hardpoint, too. Not just TDM.
Oh, yeah. No, it's happened to me
like,
multiple times.
That's hard to get. It's like, okay. It's a little harder to read.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't read that.
Yeah, like, how am I supposed to read that?
Yeah, like, I'll spawn in, I go through a room, and there's a guy laying down, like, watching the door. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to know?
You just moved your stick.
Yeah, I'm like, I just spawned. That guy, I shouldn't be spawning anywhere near this guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's a tough part. And like in control, when they add that, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But we can get over it because it's control.
Yeah, that's the thing. So hopefully, like when they add control, I mean, then we'll get the full scope of how this game plays on control, or how control plays on this game.
Yeah. But either way, we're gonna play it. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, we'll be more used to that just because.
Yeah.
I mean, unless the spawns in that make absolutely no sense, you know, then it'll be tough. But
yeah, and we'll have hard point control search, dude. Rotation.
Yeah.
Perfect rotation for us.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Quick TDM to start frying.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, actually, last thing, we didn't even touch on this. They didn't add the CDL mosh pit.
Oh yeah.
They
actually no, we did mention that.
Did we?
Yeah. We talked about that.
Oh,
I think earlier on, I'd casually mentioned it. Yeah, because of all the stuff that's going on right now, they can't add the. Actually, no. Is it because of that or
no? It's different.
No, yeah. We'll go off about it. Go off.
They just said when they're testing it, they found issues. So because Treyarch's designing it.
Yeah.
So I trust Treyarch with everything.
Right.
I assume it's going to be the same style as Vanguard.
Yeah.
Maybe they tweak it a little bit. It's not the best system, but like we liked it.
Right.
Maybe they can define like ranking more, how to rank up and stuff. But they found issues testing it, and they're like, we can't put it out now, so we're going to try to fix them and then put it out in like the next update or as soon as they can, which I know a lot of people were upset about. I was kind of upset about it too because I wanted to jump into ranked. But, you know, I'd rather them take their time and fix it. And the fact that they even came out and said, look, we found issues.
Right.
We're not going to put it out now.
Yeah.
Because they could have easily like not tested it and just put it out, and then we find the issues. And now we can't play, and we're like, they have to fix this.
Dude, I'm all for that. Like, look, take your time. Like, to all developers, take your time developing stuff.
Yeah.
And put it out. Done. I'm sick of like getting games and things that are like half baked.
Yeah.
And then then we got to wait around for them to realize that that's a problem, and then it takes a long time for a patch. Like they're like, look, we're gonna hold off. We'll give this to you when it's done. For me, please.
Yeah, I would much rather have that too. Be transparent. You know, people are gonna be upset like up front.
Right.
But I think you'd rather have people are gonna be more upset if you release it and they find the bugs themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Than you just postponing it.
Yeah.
You know, it's always annoying when they have to postpone something, but, you know, that just shows they care. They need it to be perfect, up to their standard, and then they'll release it.
Yeah.
You know?
So I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
So who knows when it'll come out again? Hopefully, like, within the next month or so.
Yeah,
you know?
sometime in December.
Yeah.
You know, update. But, yeah, I know Control's in that. So maybe when they release that, Control will be added into multiplayer.
That would be a good bundle.
Yeah, that'd be fun, because then we have the rotation going on in pubs, and then if we want to get really serious, jump into competitive.
Exactly.
We can do that. But as of right now, you know, Season 1's a dub. Warzone's a dub.
Yeah.
DMZ
is an unknown dub.
Unknown dub. Yeah.
yeah, not applicable.
But yeah, I think we hit everything. So yeah, everyone, make sure to go to our YouTube, like, comment, subscribe there.
Go there now.
Follow us on anchor.fm/the COD Casuals. I'm gonna leave all of our links above us. And, you know, we appreciate everyone listening, because we have been getting more listeners. So shout out you guys.
Yeah, everyone who's out there, we appreciate it. We pay attention to it. We see the numbers.
Yeah.
We see all you there. Same thing with when we're tweeting out. You know, both of us have been really active on socials, and we're seeing the response. So thanks again to everybody who's out there responding and replying to us.
Oh, and to clarify, too, I know, because some people have, like, mentioned it on our YouTube, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And in... like recent episodes, they're like, are you guys ever going to post like gameplay or something, or like, because they want to see more of us. Mike and I have discussed that, you know, because we don't have capture cards, but the PS5 can like record gameplay, so, you know, we'll look into that. As of right now, we just play on the side. We like doing the podcast. And also too, some people they've mentioned, like, so who's tweeting from the on the Twitter? It's both of us. The majority of it is Mike tweeting, and then like if I see anything, I'll go on and like respond stuff.
Yeah, we try to kind of cover each other whenever one of us is busy.
Yeah,
you know, especially during the work days.
Yeah.
Like for the most part, you're able to tweet more than I am during work. So you can pick it up, but it's always tough, bro, because like again, it's both of us. So it's like always we.
Yeah. I always say we. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure that we're always on the same page about certain things. Like,
yeah,
we're talking about the best game of all time. I'm like, dude, BO4. Then you'd be like, bro, MW3. What you talking about?
Yeah. You say something, I'm like, that's not true.
we have to have a conference before we tweet out about we stuff.
And we gotta. I always make sure too. Like, did you respond to this? No, he didn't respond to it. I'll like say something.
Yeah.
Because there have been times we've like tweeted at the same like almost.
Oh,
at the same time.
Yeah.
Like you see something and you've tweeted, but I didn't see that you responded to it, so I go and respond to it.
Yeah, then we gotta go back and delete it.
Yeah.
Oh, like I'm like, who responded?
We might, maybe. You guys let us know. Maybe we need like an official signature from like you and I at the end of everything.
Well, yeah, like on my Outlook email.
Yeah,
tag
dash.
Yeah,
dude, you put M, I'll put J.
Yeah. Dude, there you go.
Yeah. Like maybe, I don't know, but
1/2 of COD Casuals.
Yeah, it is both of us like tweeting and like engaging with everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've noticed that too. Everyone's engaging. We appreciate that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, remember to go to our YouTube, do all that. If you guys are watching on video, let us know how you think the new setup is.
Yeah, if you like it or not. Yeah, and like even to the audio people, and we'll go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll probably be a little bit better instead of our hands moving about 1 millimeter.
Yeah.
And causing an issue.
Yeah.
So slow upgrades.
Yeah, exactly. But I think we can wrap it up there.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. This has been episode 93 of the COD Casuals. We're your host, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy, everybody.
See ya.